What's your kind of top piece of advice would you say is your go-to for cybersecurity leaders?
Skepticism in models, right? In skepticism about our own judgment, even.
Right.
How do I know I'm any good at this?
Yeah.
Right? Do I have some reason to believe I'm making adequate decisions? Because like I said, we're going to get highly delayed feedback.
Right.
If we decide to put $1 million here or 10 million there to reduce risk by X amount or something like this, how long do I have to wait and observe that system before I get feedback on whether or not it's working?
Yeah.
If a particular event was, say, a 1 in 10 year event, and I make a big investment and decide that I'm going to reduce that risk by half, how many years do I have to watch my own environment to be even, say, 80% sure that that mitigation is working?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we worked it out. There's a Bayesian solution for this. So it's almost 30 years you have to wait before you can be 80% sure that the mitigation you just invested in, the risk reduction you just invested in, is actually working. I know I'm not going to learn from feedback, not feedback in the regular way. I'm going to have to either create feedback or I'm going to have to be a lot more systematic about gathering data externally, including data from other organizations where this is happening, and data about the relative performance of judgment methods themselves, which fortunately there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Some of the experiments that have been done in that space actually are larger than the largest clinical trials in pharmaceutical development, phase 3 clinical trials.
Right.
So we do have a lot to build on.
Yeah.
And people are routinely surprised by how much a little bit of data, a few observations, moves the needle a little bit.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Well, great. That's great advice, and thanks again for joining us today. And it's great to be partnering with you to make cybersecurity risk better and more worthwhile and a better investment. So thanks for your time today, Doug.
Thanks for having me.